We talked about 27 lies in 38 minutes for Mitt Romney in the last debate. Let's take a second just to focus on 5 of the biggest ones, because these are some of the ones that are most controversial. One of them is, I don't have a $5 trillion tax cut. Okay. Now, we've looked at this extensively. A number of independent economists say it is about a $5 trillion tax cut over the next decade. Yes, it could vary based on what happens after Mitt Romney's out of office. If it's 4 years or 8 years, the policy could change. But the point is, we're looking at what would the effect be in a decade, which is standard. It's true, those loopholes Mitt Romney wants to close or open or whatever, it could change that number. But he won't tell us what those are. I mean, he just won't say which are those loopholes. How are we to know?
Yeah, and who knows if they'll even be put in place or removed at all. I mean,
Right.
he's just saying something.
Exactly. And then number 2, I will not reduce the taxes paid by high-income Americans. Okay, we know that that's BS. According to the Tax Policy Center, the tax cut that Romney Ryan are proposing would create a net tax cut for high-income taxpayers and a net tax increase for low and middle-income taxpayers. That's lie number 2. Biggest lie number 3 of the debate. He says we've got 23 million people out of work or who have stopped looking for work. It's just not the right numbers. 12.5 million are out of work. 2.6 million have stopped looking. That's 15.1 million. Very simple math. It's just arithmetic, Lewis. You know that. Mitt Romney is getting to this number by including 8 million people who are working part-time in this group of people who are unemployed or no longer looking for work. Now, that's not honest. That's just not honest, Lewis. Some of those people, yes, they would like to be working full-time. However, you've got students in there. You've got people who are happy to be working part-time. To say that all of those are unemployed is just not true.
Right. And, I mean, when you say that, you're basically he makes it sound like they're all collecting unemployment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely false. Number 4, Obamacare creates an unelected board that will tell people what types of treatment they can have. You know what this one is, Lewis.
This is the panel that was formed to try and cut healthcare costs.
This is Death Panel. This is the Death Panel meme from Sarah Palin. It's not even worth rehashing this because it's already been dubbed the lie of the year when Sarah Palin was using it. And lastly, Mitt Romney said, pre-existing conditions are covered under my plan. No, they're not. And Mitt Romney's top advisor has already conceded this is incorrect. To be 100% clear, Mitt Romney's plan requires continuous coverage to be protected, meaning you're just out of luck if you have a pre-existing condition and had any interruption in coverage. And this is the pre-Obamacare law. Obamacare does change this. This is a lie from Mitt Romney. Those are the 5 biggest lies. There were 27, though.
Yeah.
Can he top 27 in the next debate?
Why not? Sky's the limit.
Why stop? He's an overachiever.
I'm sure these 5 will be repeated.
At least once.
Yeah.
And maybe even in the vice presidential debate, which we have coming up this week.
We'll see.